Woo! This already feels good. On the maiden flight, guys. A little bit of a float landing here. Oh, GB likes. This is the brand new Durafly Tundra V3. It comes in 2 different color schemes. It has lights, flies on 4S, and a whole bunch of other things. Coming up next, we're going to see what's going on inside the box. This is a look at everything that comes inside the box. As you can see, we've got the quick connectors on the fuselage, so assembly should be quick and easy. We've got the main wings. They've got navigation lights on either wingtip. Also have a landing light underneath the plane, which I look forward to seeing that illuminated, especially in the dark. That should be coming up here in the video here shortly. I also like the writing on these wheels. That was such a cool thing when we were kids on the Hot Wheels, where it had the nice Goodyear on the side. This reminds me of that, and of course it says Durafly because this is a Durafly Tundra. Also, we've got the floats here. This comes with the accessories off to the side, where you can assemble the floats onto this plane, or you can do the landing gear. I'm going to do the landing gear in this video, but definitely subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, and we will be doing some float flying at some point in the future. It is Tundra time. This thing is fully assembled. As you can see, we've got the nice lettering on the wheels. The assembly was pretty much identical to what you do with the Tundra V2, if you're familiar with that. The only difference I can recall is that it comes with a Y connector in the accessories pack, and you just Y the LED lights together, and then I put it in the little battery slot right next to the throttle. This is what the lights look like during daylight, and boy oh boy, those lights are still quite bright. We're going to do a quick little control surfaces test. And of course we'll look at some different angles too, but I could not do at least a little something. I thought I'd give you guys a little side look here. And these rates are on low rates right now. In fact, maybe I should just let's do a quick little cycle with low rates. And a little flap test here.
Flight mode 3. Flight mode 2. Flight mode 1.
And let's flip these into high rates. Plenty of throw we're working with here. Man, I am so excited to fly this plane. I can't even tell you. We're going to get a little feel for the 4S power in this thing. Whoa. I think I only got half throttle there. Let's try that again. Yep, that was half throttle, a little past. Whoa, this thing has a lot of power. These lights are so dang bright that I've had to adjust the position of the plane to make it so the camera does not fuzz out. Now it looks like if it is right now, it's not that much. But if you look over to your left on the screen, you can see that nose light throws out a ridiculous amount of light. There are 4 LEDs. We've got on the left here closest to us, we've got that red one. Off to the side, we got the green one. And then below, we've got that flashing light underneath. Nice kind of landing light. The nose light and that flashing light will make it so under dark conditions, we have a lot of gray skies in Western Washington, and light kits on planes are so helpful. And of course, I also like to fly in the evening after work. So a light kit like this will help me year round. We are going to talk about the landing gear before we do the maiden flight. If you look down here, this is how I have that set up. If you notice in the unboxing, some of you may have noticed that I had this down here. There is a hex screw that you want to loosen up. That way you can move it up. I thought the paint was adding a little extra width to that, and that's not the case. You just need to use your hex wrench and get her done. Coming up next is the Maiden flight. All right, you guys, we've got the Maiden flight right now. There's a little wind, but not much, and nothing left to do but send it. And that's what we're gonna do right now. Quick test with everything.
Flight mode 3, flight mode 2, flight mode 1.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah. It flies like a Tundra. Very nice. Only a couple clicks of trim. All right, I'm gonna do a fast pass coming this way. Doing a stall test. No throttle, full elevator, just mushing down. Very nice. I am digging that nose light, John. All right, loop. Skyscraper loop. Beautiful. This already feels good on the Maiden flight, guys. There's a lot to be said for taking your time to set up, making sure your control surfaces are lined up how you want them. It'll take less trim when you do that. Still could use maybe a couple clicks here or there, but my goodness, it's darn close. And I think I should get a little elevation and start trimming in the flaps.
Flight mode 2.
Okay, just a little aileron there. Maybe a touch of elevator. There we go. Trimming in your flaps with flight modes is, you guys, you got to do it. If you don't do it, at least try it. You'll never do it the same. John has a video on that. I'll probably add that in the description. If not, check out his channel. All right, you know what? I'm gonna get out of flaps for a minute. You hear that whistling? All right, let's do full flaps. go. We're getting close. Look at that. We're not landing yet, kids. I actually thought I needed more down elevator than I do. There we go.
Beauty of the flight modes, no guessing.
Right, beauty of the flight modes, like John said. That's our 5-minute timer. I'll probably land, but not quite yet. Tundras have pretty good flight times. Not sure as far as the 4S power. Yes guys, this is 4S power we're flying around with. All right, I don't want to land, but I probably should. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And guys, it also has reverse thrust. Check it out. All right, let's go over to the bench and see how much is left in the tank. So this is the position of the battery that I did. I also have some slightly larger packs, and I think this should handle it easily, really, really well. And I also want to show, this is where the receiver goes. You still want to do your range check, you still want to be smart, but that creates buffer. If you have got radio problems with the receiver sitting back here, you got bigger issues, because that is the way to do it. And 37% left in the tank. You guys, I've got all the information below, links in the description. For John VHRC, GBLynden, out.